What's up, everybody, and welcome to another video where we're going to be talking about a Manchester United match. And obviously, I'm going to be talking about Man United versus Arsenal, which just finished about an hour or two ago. 1-0 is the final score, or I should say 0-1. Very disappointing performance. And I want to go ahead and I apologize first of all for the lighting. I'm doing this as fast as I can. I'm really busy right now, but yeah, I'm trying to do this as fast as I possibly can to get this out there for you guys on time. So let's go ahead and talk about the match. All right, so first thing first, I believe that this loss is, if not more embarrassing, at least as embarrassing as the 6-1 loss to Tottenham Hotspur. Why? Well, because at least Tottenham are a really good team. Yes, they've been having a difficult start to the season. They've drawn some matches they should have won. They've made some mistakes. Let's put it that way. As we have a surprise guest, Safo. We've seen some bad performances there, bad results for Tottenham. But if you look at their team, from front to back, they are a very dangerous and good team. There's no doubt in my mind that once Mourinho gets them clicking, they're going to be a dangerous team. There's no doubt about that. Or if they get a manager who fits their style a little bit more, because I feel like the way they're built, they're a lot more offensive than Jose tends to be in the second half of his career as a manager. But Tottenham at least have a really dangerous side. When I look at Arsenal, I wonder how the hell did Arsenal go from what they were to this? Much like us, to be honest with you, but I would say our starting 11 is way better than theirs. It's just, in my opinion, this Arsenal team is extremely embarrassing. If you look at their starting 11 compared to ours, not counting injuries, let's just go ahead and take a look at their squad compared to ours. Goalkeepers, David De Gea starts over Leno any day. Left back, Alex Telles is better than Tierney. I'm sorry. Shaw, maybe not, but I think Tierney's definitely better than Luke Shaw. Center backs, Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof, as well as Eric Bailly and Axel Tuanzebe, they all start over Holding, over Gabriel, over Mustafi. I mean, it's not even close. Wan-Bissaka starts every day of the week over Hector Bellerin. In midfield, Thomas Partey, he's a top quality player. El Neni, no respect there. Who else do they have? Xhaka, no respect there. We have Pogba, who obviously played like shit today, but shocker. Bruno Fernandes. We have Scott McTominay. I would say, let's just put it this way. Among all of Arsenal's midfielders, I believe that the only one that would start for us is Partey, or Partey, however you pronounce his name. Up front, Aubameyang is the only guy that I believe gets in our team. That's it. So I genuinely believe our entire roster is light years better than Arsenal's. So the fact that we lost 1-0 at home to Arsenal, the way we did, because it was an extremely boring match. We didn't create much of anything. You thought the Chelsea match was boring. This one was fucking boring. Just no ideas, very slow football. And at this point, I believe that there's two things. Number one, we only have one way we can really play football, and that's with a team being dominating possession and coming after us. Not necessarily with pressing, because I feel like PSG, yes, they pressed, but they had the ball most of the time, and we were able to isolate them pretty well. But we also were playing in a much better system. We have Alex Telles in that match, so I just feel like overall that match we were set up better, and we didn't have any pressure on us at all. Because even if we'd have lost to PSG, nobody would have been surprised at all. Going up against a team like Arsenal in the Premier League, we needed that win. We desperately needed the win, realistically. I mean, considering where we are in the standings and how the season is progressing, we really needed the 3 points, and the pressure was on us. We were missing Alex Telles. Cavani still isn't quite fit, and Paul Pogba had just an abysmal performance, giving away the penalty that ended up costing us the match. Because I mean, realistically, there were really no clear-cut chances for either side. Apart from that post that we hit off of just the crazy deflection from El Neni straight onto the face of Bernd Leno. So there was really nothing dangerous on either side except for that penalty. And it was a very stupid tackle there from Paul Pogba. Because if you look at the way it was actually going, Bellerin was going towards the corner. He was inside the box, but he wasn't going towards the goal. He was going away from it. So it's like, why would you do that tackle? And in my opinion, what that shows is that Paul Pogba still lacks the maturity of a top quality footballer. He has the potential, he has the skill, he doesn't have the mind for it. I just think that he's never really focused for 90 minutes. He always has these mistakes in him. He loses the ball in stupid ways. He tries one or two things that just don't quite work, and I think it kind of frustrates him in the long run, and it leads him to making dumb mistakes, and he cost us once again today. And at this point, Patrice Evra, Gary Neville, they've been talking about, like, is Donny van de Beek better than Paul Pogba or Bruno Fernandes? Better than Bruno? No. I think Bruno Fernandes is absolutely world class. But is he worse than Pogba? Maybe from a potential point of view, no. Maybe from a pure quality point of view, no. But I don't believe that Donny van de Beek would be putting on the shit performances that Pogba puts in consistently. Because I feel like Donny van de Beek actually wants to be where he is. I feel like Donny van de Beek really wants to show what he can do. Whereas I think Paul Pogba's ego is such to where he feels like maybe he has to do too much. So he tries to do too much. It doesn't work. He gets frustrated and then he just kind of drops out of the match. And that's where he really starts to cost us. So I just feel like at this point in time, we really have two options. Drop Paul Pogba definitively for a while. Because if you notice, the matches he didn't start, what happened? We won. Against Leipzig, that was a different story. I don't really rate Leipzig that much without Timo Werner. I don't think they're that good of a team, to be honest with you. And we had a very, very good match. Rashford came off the bench, scored a hat trick. So, I mean, come on now. It's like we just hammered the fuck out of a team that realistically isn't on our level, and that's just kind of the reality of the Bundesliga. It's like you have Bayern Munich, you have Dortmund here and there, and you have Leipzig who sold their best player, and there's nothing to them realistically. Arsenal, you can say what you want, but they have Aubameyang. They have some dangerous players. And really just a very different story. And, I just think that between fatigue of playing every 4 days, essentially, because, listen, the Europa League, they had Arsenal had a day less to rest, but let's not get it twisted. The Europa League is the Europa League. The Champions League is the Champions League. In the Champions League, you can't really afford to rest all of your players and really expect to go on. You have to play a lot of your starters. In the Europa League, you're playing against some of the worst teams that you could really imagine on a competitive level for Europe. You know what I mean? Like, you're talking about a lot of abysmal teams. Like, I mean, teams that wouldn't even be in the third division in England in a lot of cases. So you're just thinking, like, you can rest a lot of your starters there. You can't afford to do that in the Champions League. So, and we did, and we got away with it. But I feel like fatigue is just starting to build up. The fact that Edinson Cavani still hasn't reached full fitness, the fact that Telles is out for COVID, we have Martial who finally will be back in the next match. It's just, you can't expect the team to last when you're playing so many matches in the biggest competitions, and it's just we don't have that much depth. I mean, we have a deep team, but we don't have true quality to our team all the way over the bench. You know what I mean? We have Van de Beek, we have Tuanzebe, who I think is world class, at least not right now, but I think he will be very soon. He has that potential. But we have Cavani, who obviously is great, but he still is trying to adapt to the team, the league, and obviously reach full fitness. So I think it's a tough situation for us to be in, but this is definitely a terrible loss and one that I think really, really stings. Luckily, I'm not what I used to be, where I would be extremely pissed off and it would pretty much ruin my entire week. Thankfully, I've calmed down a little bit. I guess it's probably because I've just gotten so used to these horrendously bad and embarrassing performances to where it just doesn't really hurt me anymore. It's just, run-of-the-mill situations that we have to deal with as United fans at this point in time. But, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of the match, what you disagree with me with, what you agree with me on. Like I said, I'm sorry that the video quality isn't great. I'm just trying to do these as fast as I can to get this stuff out there because I really don't have all that much time to be dedicating to YouTube, unfortunately. It's just I try to do things as much as I can, but hopefully over the next couple of days I will get out some of the videos that I want to do, and you will hopefully enjoy those videos if you watch them. So guys, truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. And all the out brigade, fuck off, because I don't want to hear that shit.